Cool. So thank you all for joining. From your side, it is just you or is Nas also?
Sarita will join with a few minutes.
Sarita. And what about Nas? Would he be joining?
No, Nas is not here. He's in a lane.
He's in a lane. Okay, great. So good evening, everyone. Tanuka, you have started recording, right?
Yes, it is
Yeah.
recording.
Thank you for joining. And, today we are going to find out the magic of, getting time back for us to utilize it much more useful things or strategic things or things that we love to do, and not be in that constant race of I don't have time for this or I'm too busy. So Badr has kindly volunteered to give us some special insights into time management. So thank you all for joining in, and over to you, Mr. Badr. Thank you for your time also today.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Are you excited? I'm also very excited. So before kicking off the session, I would request, all the participants, if they are in a comfortable situation, please open their cameras. I would love to talk to the real people rather than talking to a screen, blank screen. So it will motivate me as well. All right.
Okay.
Okay. So are you ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
Go
Hello,
Great.
everybody. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Okay. So
Hi.
before starting, I just need a little introduction, a short introduction of everyone. For myself, we should know each other, and then we will go directly into the session, right? So basically, what we are looking for is your name. Most of them I know, but maybe some new participants here. So what's your name? What do you do? What are your aspirations? And what other time management issues are you facing? Why do you want to outsmart the clock? That is the important question. Why you want to outsmart the clock? So who will volunteer? Maybe we can start with Geeta.
Hi, good evening. My name is Geeta, and I empower people to become more efficient. My aspiration is to, to take that empowerment globally. What are my time management issues? I'm always short of time. And why do you want to outsmart? As I started off, I told you that I want to work 4 hours, 4 days in a week only. That's my goal. 4 days in a week, only 4 hours. Rest of the time, I want to myself.
All right. Thank you so much. Who else? I can see someone new here. Can anyone from the new participants introduce themselves?
Shobha, you want to go?
Okay. My name is Shobha. I work in the marine field, and my aspirations are like, I want to achieve whatever goals I set. And probably, I have too many goals. So, yeah, my time management is an issue. Probably I would like to, offload some things which maybe, is taking more of my time. And yeah, that is.
Okay, great, cool. So you're from Marine, so maybe you're related to Aldaman or GBL?
Yeah, it's
He's
related.
related
It's
to
similar.
GBL. He's related to GBL.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's a great combination then.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. Tanuka, maybe?
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Badar. So
Yeah.
yes, I'm Tanuka Bhattacharjee. So I too am, passionate about empowering the communities and the leaders as well. And what again, that's my aspiration actually. Training and empowering people out there with their personal development and skills as well, skill sets also, and technology as well. So yeah, what are the time management issues that I'm facing is all the tasks that are there, everything is urgent and important. Okay. So how to complete it within the deadline. So it's not running throughout the day. And at the end, not having any time for the personal life or the personal timing is not there. So I think overwhelmed going through. So that is one thing, and that is the only reason that I want to outsmart the clock, where I can balance my professional and personal life properly. Yeah.
Great, great.
Thank
So
you so
maybe
much.
Karobi, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, this is Karobi, and I have joined GBL recently. My aspiration is to do a lot more than currently what I'm doing. And the time management issues that I face is I am distracted very fast. I get distracted very.
Okay,
Plan
okay.
something, but don't manage to do it on time. That's
Mm-hmm.
very frequent.
All right, all right. So who else want to go now? We'll keep Aldaman later because they are two in one.
Yes.
Okay, just 1 second. I can see Jaisal here. Hi, Jaisal. Your mic is mute.
Okay, good. Okay. I think now it's unmute. My name is Jaisal Doshi. I'm a marketer by profession, and I aspire to be a creative solution provider, you know. So whether whatever be your business problems or any kind of problems that you have, to be a creative solution, something that's where the experience count. My time management issue that I face is planning. I don't end up planning my day, and then I just go with the flow. Sometimes it works for me, but most of the time it doesn't work for me. So I think planning is key, and I want to see how I can make this as a part of my routine to plan my day for this. Why? Because when you've planned, then you, like Geeta rightly said, that you can be very productive. So what probably takes 6 hours right now, I can get it done in half the time or lesser time. So I'll have more time to myself, for my family, or anything else I can do. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Jaisal. Uttara, I have seen something your comments and your um, feedback. I love that. Thank you so much. And can you tell me just a little bit about yourself?
Okay, so I'm Tara. So I work at GBL. And what are your aspiration? Aspiration is something that I want to do better in what I do. Whatever I do, I do. I just want to do it as a better, do it better. That's my aspiration. And the issues, time management issues that I face, that is, I don't want to take the task to the last line. I mean, on the deadline. I need to finish my task before the deadline itself. So that's biggest time management issue that I face from my academic years onwards. And what you want to outsmart the clock is that there is a say that when you have time, you have everything. So time is so.
Okay, your voice is lost. I can't hear you. Your voice is lost.
I'm saying it's raining cats and dogs in her place with the red alert, so
Oh,
probably she's
okay. So
having
are you
connectivity.
safe? All safe?
I think she's stuck. So
Okay, fine. I think she's already completed. Also, just want to ensure whether she can listen or hear us clearly. Okay. I think who else is there?
Rishi.
Rishi. All right.
Yeah. Hello.
Yes,
Good
Rishi.
evening. I'm Rishi Raj, and the one issue, okay, I guess a lot of issues with time management is, I would say, planning. One major issue I would say is procrastination, not wanting to do the thing until the last moment.
Mm.
That's
Okay. All right. So, anyone left?
ADM team.
ADM, yeah.
Yeah, ADM will be the leading ones. So, Arun and Sarita, you decide among yourself who
Wait.
wants to go.
Rishi is back, I think. He was also stuck. Rishi, you had completed your feedback?
no, I have.
Okay. Yes, Rishi, please go ahead.
Oh, you did you guys not be able to did you go did you not hear me?
No, you
We
Hmm?
were
could
stuck in between.
only, yeah, we could only hear about the issue, Rishi, and then you got cut off
Oh,
from
okay,
there.
okay, my bad. Right, so my aspirations are to be able to have enough wealth to take my time back and then finally do things on my own terms. That's the whole point.
All right. All right. Thank you, Rishi. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, Arun.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Arun Prakash. My aspiration is that that our teamwork is for that only. Establish our the company service and growing. So I started my day with a very short time. Means I don't have the time for the all achieve my daily tasks. I'm not complaining with that, but in the late evening also I will try to getting the for that achieving that what's my daily task. So I want to reduce the timing I am spending for the my activities.
Okay. Yes, Sarita would like to add something.
Yeah, my name is Sarada, and my aspiration is that the same. We need to expand our business globally, and the time management issues I'm facing. Actually, I cannot able to complete my daily task in our office work. So I need to outsmart the clock because I can get more done in less time.
All right.
I
Got
can
it.
spend
Got
with
it.
my personal
Mm.
space.
Okay. Got it. I understand. So I will uh, try to meet your expectations, try to touch the points which you have mentioned here. About myself, apart from my academic and professional life, I'm a big fan of human psychology. Okay, and also I deal with energy management. So I'm always curious about the mysteries of life. Okay, so the biggest mystery of life is humans. The second biggest mystery of life is humans. And third biggest history of life is time dimension. Okay, so today what we are going to learn is how to manage time and its effects over life. Okay, I'm a business coach and consultant. I have very long phase of corporate finance career in aviation. Yeah, but humans and people are my passion and love. So I'm always trying to explore and discover new things, new aspects about life and humans. So let's get into the session, and let's talk about little bit about time. We all mentioned about we don't have more time and we want to achieve more. But if you look at it, the people who have achieved a lot more, like Elon Musk, Oprah Winfrey, uh, the presidents, the head of states, the school teacher, the street vendor, the common man, when they all wake up in the morning, they exactly have 24 hours, no more, no less. Like, life is not unfair. Like, if you are not uh, at whatever level you are, life is not unfair. Whether you are successful or not successful, whether you're an ordinary person or a special person or a rich person, okay? So time is being given equally to everyone. Do you agree that? Hello? So you agree
Yeah,
that?
I
Fine.
agree. Yes.
Yeah.
Great. So what is the difference between a billionaire and a street beggar? So the main difference between even a billionaire and a street beggar is also having the same amount of time, 1,440 minutes in a day. So the main difference between them is one is changing the world, one is impacting the life, and the other one is just fighting for survival. Okay. So what separates them is not money or intelligence, like, one is more intelligent and other is less intelligent, or their connection, one is having more connections and other is having less connections. It is how they value, spend, and protect their time. That is the difference between these two. So most people actually guard their wallet. Okay, they protect their wallet, their safe, their money, more than their calendar or their time. Right? Because time is being taken as granted. So they don't really care much about protecting their time. So the real question is not where did my time go? So what is the real question? Real question is, it is who or what is robbing my time without me even noticing. Okay. And what we are going to do today is that we are going to find them, who is robbing our time, and we're going to fire them. Ready?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Great. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. So, have you heard a phrase that time is money? So, who agrees that time is money and who doesn't agree that time is money? We'd like to share in the comment box if you agree, or if you want to say it on mic. Okay, so Geeta says agree. Tanuka says agree. Shobha says agree. Agree that time is money. Agree. 100% result. The time is money.
No.
Okay, so if I drop a bombshell, then if I say time is not money? It is like an oxygen on plane. Time is like an oxygen on plane. You only notice it when you are about to lose it. You don't notice that time is passing by until you don't have time. Let me give you some stats. So, how many times do you check your phone daily?
Thousands.
I think
So,
all the time.
yeah, so the stats says, an average person checks their phone 150 times a day. That is like over 2 hours of distraction. And someone mentioned about distraction. So every minute is spent from recovering a distraction. Every minute is spent recovering a distraction costs 15 minutes of productive time. When you are in a deep thought and then you just check your phone, you lost all of your ideas and thoughts and focus. And when you come back, you have to start again. Okay, and whatever the ideas or brilliant ideas you were working on, maybe you lose some of the ideas or points. Okay, so to recover that, 15 minutes of productive time is lost in that. And if you are a CEO or a founder of company, so CEOs waste 23 hours in a week in unproductive meetings. So CEOs, be careful. Another thing is multitasking. Like people want to save time in multitasking, but multitasking is nothing except the mind switches over from one task to another task. And it lowers the productivity by 40%, which means that is like losing 2 full working days every week. So you are actually practically working five hours in a week. And one of our founders, she says she wants to work 4 hours. So you have to actually do more multitasking to reduce 1 more hour from your week. Agree? Geeta, do you agree? All right. So you're not audible. You want to say something?
Yeah, I was saying multitasking is also a distraction.
Is also a distraction. Agree. So across the world, poor time management costs businesses around 500 billion annually lost in productivity. So these are some glaring statistics about time. So time, I said time is not money. Okay, when I said time is not money, so what it is actually, what it is, if you add seconds, minutes, hours, days, and years, you add up. What is the sum called? When you add seconds, minutes, hours, and days of years, what is the sum called? The sum is called your life. It is your life. How do you feel now? When you are thinking about money, your wallet, which you want to protect, but you are not protecting the time, which is slipping out of your hands. Years by years, days by days, hour by hour, minute by minute, and second by second. It is your pulse dropping. Did you notice that? It is your soul who is turning into smoke. It is your life which is disappearing. Are you aligning with it? Are you understanding what I'm saying? Anyone wants to share, like, at this point of time where we have reached, what are your thoughts? This has been engraved in our mind, since our early days, about time is money, time is money. I'm giving you the real perspective, what time is.
True. I think at this point, it is appearing as a myth that time is money, but actually time is the life. If the way you are spending it, so has to be more vigilant and more careful about it.
Definitely, definitely. So, anyone else wants to share their thoughts?
I think for me, time is money for sure, because if I'm able, the more time I've have, then there are more ways I can think about how I can monetize it, you know. And money is, I'm also using money as something valuable, right? So it is not just the money itself, but creating something valuable out of that time. So yes, I believe time is money. Time is something valuable, whether it is money, something else, right? It has value.
So, how do you,
In
how you connecting money with life?
see, oh, very profound actually question, very. But I think money is a means, to have a better have a better life, whether it's education, you need your health. I think I would say, your basic needs to even your necessities, and also to splurge on yourself, right? So to move on from your basic needs to more luxurious need in over there. So yeah,
Jaisal, there are so many people in the world, so many people in the world who have lots and lots and lots of time. Okay, they are just free, but they are not rich.
yeah,
If time equates money, every person who has lot of time, he would have been rich, having a lot of money. But the people who have lot of money, they don't have time. The
true,
richest billionaires in the world, they are all busy and they always have short of time.
true, true.
So
Yes,
when
you're
you
right. If you're not using your time wisely, then you will always, then it doesn't matter how much time you have. It's how
ask
you
a
manage it.
jobless person who has all the time in the world,
Yeah,
but you, when you equate that, it means time is money. So their time
true,
should actually, when they pay through their time, they should be able to buy the things, buy the bread and butter.
correct,
Okay, because they have the time, but no one is ready to exchange their time with something, with any valuable thing.
true.
Anyone like to add their perspective on this?
Yeah, I mean, I just would probably allude a little or add on to what Jason said. It is about what do you exchange your time for? That is the return on your time investment. So, what are you doing it using your time effectively, qualitatively, not necessarily always monetarily, but still it is valuable. Did you use that time to create some beautiful memories or some good time with your family, or did you use it to exchange it for something really valuable? I could have used that same 1 hour doing two different things. One might be very valuable, the other one might not be so valuable. So for me it is like roti, return on time investment. That's how I equate it to you link it to money.
Okay, I got your perspective. Again, when you exchange, you mentioned, you exchange with something valuable. Okay, so what is the most valuable thing in your life is? Because
I think it is very relative.
everything will be valuable. This glass, a pen, a
It's
book,
very
anything will be
relative.
valuable. What is the most valuable thing? Then you have to exchange your time if you want to maximize or optimize the return. You have to exchange with the most valuable thing which you have. And what is that?
I think it's very relative. At any point in time, that water bottle, it becomes very valuable if you're in a desert versus if you're not
Why?
thirsty.
Why?
Because at that
Why?
time I need that very badly. I'm thirsty, but when
Okay.
I'm right now, I'm not so thirsty, so it's not so valuable to me.
Okay,
So
let
it's
me
very
tell you,
relative.
you need a water bottle in a desert. Why? What is the reason if you don't get a water bottle in a desert? What will going to happen?
You will die of thirst.
Okay, so you will die means what? Your body will be having what? No soul, right?
Mm,
Okay, so to protect your life, you need a water.
true,
All right. To protect your life, you need money.
true.
So whatever the values you are looking for, I ask what is the most valuable thing with you is, which you want to, which you should exchange with time. So the most valuable thing which you should exchange with your time, the primary thing is your life.
Own self, yeah.
Is your life. Okay, if someone asks you, okay, give me your time and I will give my time and you give me your life, will you exchange that? No. So that's the thing which I want to emphasize. Whatever anyone has said, I respect your opinions, but you need to understand this thing. Every second which is ticking on your clock, it is melting your life. So that is the reason why you need to respect the time which you have. Don't take it as granted. Okay, I have given all the statistics above, you know, by doing non-productive things, unimportant things, by watching phones and all those things, how we are actually losing time, losing money, losing everything, losing life. So what I did actually now, just now, did you realize what I did to all of you?
You change the
Change
perspective.
the mindset. Yeah.
So I did something. What, what do you see on the screen?
The wall, brick wall.
Okay,
The
the wall.
bricks. The
So
bricks.
this is called the fifth wall. Okay, I'm sure JSL might be aware of this one. This is called the fifth wall. And what is this fifth wall is? This is the wall between you and you. Okay, so you are unable to see yourself because there is a wall in between you and you. Your outer self and your inner self. Okay, it blocks your vision to see yourself. Okay, so this is called the fifth wall. And what I did, I just broke it. Okay, so this is the technique which is actually used uh, in a lot of areas of life, especially in business, marketing, and sales. Okay, so if you develop your skill how to break the fifth wall, you can achieve a lot of things in life, a lot of success in life. Now, for example, This is a pen. Okay, this is an ordinary pen. Can you see this?
Yes, it's
Okay,
visible.
so this is an ordinary pen. And I'm sitting in front of a writer or author. And I tell her that this is an ordinary pen, but when you write your extraordinary ideas, your thoughts, which can change and touch the lives of hundreds and millions of people, which can write a piece which is beyond time. Even after you leave the world, you will be impacting the lives of the people. And when you mention that masterpiece which you have written is written by an ordinary pen, so how you will feel when you tell the world that even the ordinary people can do extraordinary achievements. And you tell that author, would you like to buy this pen, which can write a piece which can change the lives of a lot of people, which can inspire them? What are the chances that she will buy this ordinary pen? A lot of chances, right? When you explain the how to see the value, how to connect the ordinary with the extraordinary results. So when we in the marketing and sales, when we sell the product, we just tell them this is the pen and it writes and that's it. And this is the cheapest pen, the price. But you do not connect this pen with someone's inner vision. Okay, so this technique is used a lot of time in the marketing by the experienced and skillful people, the salespeople. Okay, so I just mentioned this by the way. So let's go to the next point. Time is a resource. So how many of you agree that time is a resource, or do not agree that time is a resource?
I agree
So
that time is a
can you
resource.
share it in the comments? Can you share in the comments? Let's see. Okay, so agree, 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 agree. Time is a resource that is key element to any task. Yes, yes, yes. All right, so again, this time also, we have 100% agreement. But what if I say time is not a resource, it is a system? You don't need more time, you need more leverage. The examples which we have discussed earlier about the rich people, those have a lot of money, about Elon Musk, about Oprah, about head of the states who have achieved a lot of success in life, how they did that? They didn't actually work themselves alone. So they used teams, they used people, they used systems. They used their connections, networks, and they use their influence to achieve the results. Okay, so if you follow a system that will give you a leverage above others, okay? All right, so here is a strategy, a technique, or a hack. Start your day with this question, this one question. When you wake up early in the morning, just ask this question, that what one result would make you win, even every other thing is failed. So you guys are taking the notes, I hope. Okay, so now there are two brains. So switch from using your memory to using the second brain system. So what we do, we try to store everything in our mind. Okay, we like to use our mind as a store or warehouse. Okay, and then it is so overwhelmed and exhausted that it cannot be used for anything else. So instead, use this system, the tools. There are applications, Notion application, Evernote, Google Keep, and lot more applications which can do the storage part. Free your brain for decision making, not data storage. Again, when someone comes to you asking your help, what do you say? In most of the cases, yes, because you cannot say no. So agree, you always say agree. You always say yes. And yes means what? Yes means that you are saying no to something very important, which you are supposed to do, which can grow your business. You may need to talk to a client. You may need to give an interview. You may need to generate a lead. But because you have said yes to someone, so you have to say no to everything, to all other things. So instead of saying yes, what you can do, you can say, let me get back to you. Because this is, our reflexes. We are trained to say yes most of the time. So instead of saying that, if you say, let me get back to you, so that will help you in focusing on the things which you are already doing as per your plan. If you spend 1 hour without phone, without any notifications, your doors close, and you do the deep thinking, deep work, the quality work, so that 1 hour often produces more value than the other 7 hours in a day. But what we do, we just keep on facing the distractions, and that 1 hour is never available in a day. The quality power hour is never available in our lives. Okay, so this is the rule. You assign a monetary value with the task. Okay, for example, if you have to read an email or write a response or do some admin work, So what is the value of that task? $10. Assign that $10 with that task. Okay, if you have to do the scheduling or writing the reports, okay, link $100 to that task. If you have to do the sales calls, I have to attend the client meetings, $1,000 for that. If you have to prepare the strategy, vision, and the partnerships, these are $10,000 tasks. So, as a founder, as a CEO, as a decision maker, which task you would be doing? You would be doing $10 tasks or $10,000 tasks? So, evaluate what is your position in an entity, in an organization. Even if you are an employee, even if you are a clerk there, if you are an admin staff, okay, doing $10 task, but in your life, when you are trying to elevate your life, you have made a list of learning, getting experience, getting a skill. So those skills uh, of are of higher value. Okay, so after office hours, when you spend the time, you should be spending times on higher value tasks, not watching Facebooks or seeing the mobiles. Okay, so whatever your position is, think yourself that you are a CEO of your life, a leader of your life. So you should be spending your time on the higher value task. So assign whatever you are doing, make a list, put a dollar value, and then prioritize it. Okay. Any questions? Okay. So what is productivity? Productivity. It's not doing more. This is our concept, The person who is doing more might be more productive. It is about doing what matters most and eliminate everything else. All right. So before going to the next point, any thoughts so far? Anything maybe in the comments? Whatever we have gone through, does it make sense? Yes, no? Okay.
Whether that thing is, yes, okay, it's okay now.
Okay. So now we are going to discuss one very important thing, important area, whatever the momentum I was building it up to bring you to this thing, because in the beginning, whatever you have mentioned about your time issues, time management issues, distraction, trying to create more time, trying to outperform the clock. So this will going to help you out. Okay. So there's a book called 168 Hours. Just 1 second. Okay. Can you hear me clearly? Okay, fine. So how to manage time? So there's a book called 168 Hours by Laura Vanderkam. So I have developed a calendar based on the inspiration from that book. Okay. Can you see that on the screen?
Cannot see any picture, but I can see
Okay.
the block where it is written as 168 hours calendar. And the text is there.
Can you see the Excel file?
No.
No. Okay. So let me just 1 second.
The Excel file must have opened in different browser. If it is so, then you'll have
No,
to stop sharing.
it's there. So let me show you separately. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so this calendar has rows and columns. The columns shows the days of the month. Monday is the first working day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Okay, and on the left side, the time is mentioned, starting from 6 o'clock and having 30 minutes time slot adding up in each row. So this is the time when you wake up in the morning. Okay, some might wake up at 8 o'clock, some might wake up at 5 o'clock. So whatever time you wake up, you just write here. So for example, if I wake up at 8 o'clock, I'll change it here. 8. So it will add 30 minutes to each row. Okay. So whatever time, whenever you start your day, just write that time here, starting time. And then there are some essential tasks which you know that you will going to perform. You're already aware of that every day and every week. For example, you know that you will take lunch. Okay, maybe at 1 o'clock or 1:30, whatever the time. So block that time. Just write that activity here. Okay. If you take dinner at 6:30 or 7:30, whatever the time, just write in every column that task. Okay. When you wake up early in the morning, there's some wake up routines. You take breakfast, fresh up, read newspaper or book, whatever. So 1 hour or whatever the time you need, write here your daily essentials, daily routines, wake up routines. Okay. By the way, this calendar I have prepared um, like a typical week for a coach or consultant. Okay. So others activities might be different. So this is just a demo, an example. Okay. So you can, from your type of work, you can put that activities, right? So this is actually just to give you an example to explain, because I'm doing the coaching. So I have, from my perspective, I've prepared this one. Okay, so there are some tasks which a typical coach, for example, myself, for my self growth, or I also need coaching. There are coaches who are coaching me as well. So, and I know what time is fixed with them every week, which day. So that I block here for self growth, for coaching calls. Okay. And then there are some tasks which, like, I coach others, I coach clients. Okay. So I book those here. Okay. Maybe on Wednesday at 12 o'clock, or whatever the time it is, we'll just put it here, for coaching others. Then there might be some networking and community meetings, BNI, Toastmasters. So we'll block that time here. How many hours of meeting is there? Here we will get ready for the meeting. Okay, meeting time, and then we'll block that one. I'm recording the YouTube videos as well. Okay, so I'm, like, for example, spend 1 hour of recording a YouTube meeting on Thursday and Friday. And in order to record the YouTube videos, I have to create a content. So I have to spend time to create a content. Okay. So I'll create a content on Wednesday after I wake up in the morning, and I will record the videos on Thursday and Friday. Okay. Then there are some items, for example, I'm giving trainings. So training sessions for business growth, training sessions for sales and marketing, training for business assessments and client debriefing. So I'll block these activities. And then sometimes I developing new concepts and new ideas. So that thinking time, I have put it here. I've blocked here. Okay. In the evening, I start like wind down routines, sleeping and everything, preparing for retirement. So I'll block those activities here. I'll sit with family, okay, with kids, and 11 o'clock I'll go to bed. Okay, so I'll put this time here, 11 to 6 o'clock. When I wake up early in the morning at 6 o'clock, so from 11 to 6, I'll block here. Weekends, we take more rest, take more sleep. Okay, so we keep it like Saturday and Sunday. Instead of early routine of 1 hour, maybe we'll sleep till 7:30 and start our daily routine at 8 o'clock. Okay, so all this time is here. Okay, so whenever I'm conducting training sessions or coaching sessions, I need the time to prepare those as well before the meeting. Like for this meeting, I have to see everything is working fine or not, slides are fine. Okay, so I have to do some preparation work. So I'll block that one also. Okay, and sometimes I don't need preparation work, so that time is saved. So now what happens? You plot everything here, but something urgent comes, okay, which is clashing with this schedule, your time, your activity. For example, a important business meeting is, some client has requested a important business meeting. Okay, and according to my plan, I was supposed to record the video, YouTube video. So what I will do, I will take that off from here and try to put it somewhere else on the calendar where I have a free time. Maybe I'll put it here, or I'll put here. Okay, maybe I'll request one of my clients whom I'm coaching you. I'll ask him if he can, instead of 12 o'clock, maybe he can change to 4:30. Okay, on Friday. If he agrees, so that time will be free from me. If he doesn't agree, and I do not have any slot anywhere in the week, maybe I'll ask client that this is not possible. Maybe he can keep it next day or next week. Or if that client is so important, I cannot refuse that one. So I can take this thing which has missed here and try to cover in the next 3 weeks during the month to ensure that this activity is not missed out. Okay. So I'll try to keep it on the calendar, maybe at some vacant slots. And if that is not possible, I'll move it to the next week, next 3 weeks, one of the next 3 weeks, and try to cover it up. Okay. So this is how, when emergencies comes, when you are always busy, first of all, I mentioned that you have to assign a dollar value to the tasks. Which task is important? Maybe you can refuse that, delay the reading the email, or responding an email, or doing an admin work, or delegate to someone. Okay. And do the higher value task. Okay. And then if some emergency has come, maybe you need to say no, or you need to say, okay, I'll look at it. Okay. So if you can't take it from this calendar, then put it here and move that task to some other slot. Okay, to ensure that this task should not be missed out. So Sunday is the personal week plan. So in order to prepare this schedule, this plan, also you need time, right? You need time to prepare this plan as well, so that you can do it any particular day. So for example, on Sunday, from 12 to 1:30, I prepare this plan. Okay. And then after preparing this plan, I need not to look at it the entire week. I don't see this again, because once I've done this planning, put it everything here on this Excel file, now what I need to do is to take all these activities, put this plan into a Google Calendar or some other application. So you put it on the Google Calendar, and you will get a notification before the task. Okay, for example, I'll get a notification at 6:30 that I have a session for self-growth. Or maybe I'll get a notification at 6:30 that I have a network meeting or a Toastmasters meeting. Okay, so that's how for each task every day, I'll receive a notification and I'll keep on following that. So I don't have to come back to the Excel sheet again the entire week. You can do it for 2 weeks also, you can do it for 3 weeks, you can do it for the entire month. So you don't have to worry about. Okay. Now there's a lot of time here, the vacant time here. So on weekends. So some clients, they don't want to meet you during the day because they are busy, occupied with their office work. Okay, so they want to meet you on weekends. So you have enough time here. You can meet them out of office hours, other than the working days, okay, over the cup of coffee. So you can meet it here. And this time is normally you use with spending with family, kids, okay. This is your leisure time, okay. So all the important tasks which are required to grow your business, all the essentials are here. And still you have a lot of free time for thinking, for planning, for relaxing, or for spending time with your family. Okay. So that is a brief demo about this. I will share this this calendar with you. Okay. And you can implement that. So it will going to help you what? It will not going to, first of all, it will help you to avoid the firefighting. Second thing is it will avoid the forgetting of the things. Okay, you know in advance. And if someone comes for anything to you, you can always tell, okay, this is my calendar is full, or this day is full, this time is full. Okay, can you switch over? So in most of the cases, they agree. They understand this thing. And if there's an emergency situations, then you have to attend that. So move that task to somewhere else. Okay. So this is how you can discipline and create more time. Now, see, I also have the same amount of minutes and hours. Everyone has same, but they schedule, they follow a system, which I have mentioned earlier. Okay. So then you will notice, when we are always mentioning that we are busy, we don't have time, so that the reason is because we don't know what to attend and how to refuse the things, how to move the things. That's how we face these challenges. But you organize that. Had I missed anything which is important for my business, for my life, for my family, for my pet? If I have missed that one, you can just put it that there. But for me, this covers everything. So you should also plan, list down those activities. Essentials are there, everything is there, your social media time is there. Okay, so this is something which I want to share with you, which can help you out. And any thoughts on this?
It's a really comprehensive calendar, Badar, as we all can see it. Okay, however, I think when we will start using it and we will get the practical knowledge of actually, we'll be having it in our hands, I think then we will be able to implement it in a better way.
Yes. Initially, because we have not used this before, so once we'll start using it, and the beauty is that once you have prepared that, you don't have to keep on looking at it again and again, open the Excel file, what is the next, what is the next, because you will, Google is notification is actually started giving you the uh, prompts in next, half an hour. This is the task lineup, this is the activity lineup, there's a meeting, everything. So it will make it's a simple. You know I could have uh, you know uh, introduced some expensive applications, some softwares. You have to spend money. So this is the cheapest one and already developed. You don't have to prepare this. I will share this file. You just have to plug in the things and then put it on the Google notification. That's it. Okay.
That would be really helpful then, Badar. If you're getting the notification for the task, it would be
Yeah,
really
you have to set up that notifications there. Like for this meeting, when you put it on the Google Calendar, so we get that message, on our email or notification, and we know that meeting is coming up, and we attend that at the time, meeting time, right? Okay, so let me share this. Okay. Okay, so we are towards the end. Just last few points. If I ask you, just 1 second, you can see me?
Yes.
Okay. So if I ask you, if 1 kg of gold and 1 silver penny lying at the bed of the ocean, okay, against each other, okay. So what is the value of a 1 kg of gold and 1 silver penny?
But then it is not constant though. If you are looking at it now, of course, the 1 kg, the gold will be more valuable. But if you're looking in a long term, maybe 100 years, the gold price will reduce massively. That time silver will gain more price. So it is very much, time specific.
Okay, so let me repeat the question again. What I said that 1 kg of gold and 1 silver pence lying against each other at the bed of the ocean. Okay. So what is the value of a silver pence and 1 kg of gold?
Obviously, the gold is more valuable than silver. If you look at it as commodity, but if you look at it, it is at the bottom of the ocean, and if you want to pick it up, 1 kg of gold is heavier. So the if you are looking at it from that angle, I don't know if that's the question you're asking.
Okay, so let me drop a truth bomb. 1 kg of gold and 1 silver penny has zero value. They are equal, they have no value at all. When they are lying at the bed of an ocean, it is when you take it out, when 1 kg of gold and 1 silver penny is taken out of the ocean and put it against each other, then 1 kg of gold will tell its own worth. What is its worth? And 1 silver penny will know its own worth. They will both understand what is their worth. Okay, lying under, even if it is not 1 kg, it is 100 kg, it has zero value. Let me ask you another question. What is the biggest problem in life is? And I like to encourage, most of people should answer this. Even if to open your mics, you can share. Or maybe you can share it in the comment box, I don't mind. But I just want to know what is the biggest problem in life is. Who will volunteer?
Is limited time.
Anything. What do you feel? What is the biggest problem? Founders, CEOs. If there is no problem in this world, then this session is not have no use, no purpose. If there is no problems in life, we are all happy.
Whether I think it is like the misalignment between what is what you want and what you're doing.
If you go outside the world, leave this room and go outside, then you will see what, when you ask people there and when you see there, the world is full of problems. It could be insecurity, life is not safe. It could be health problems. It could be disease. It could be hunger. It could be poverty. There are so many problems in this world, pains, sorrows. So I'm asking you, what is the biggest problem in life is?
That's what, no, it is. I think it's the misalignment between two things. It's like you have one goal, but what are you doing now versus that goal? Or you you want something, but what are you doing for that? That misalignment between what you're doing, that misalignment is the problem, you know.
All right.
Or,
All right.
huh?
Okay. Okay. Got it, what you're saying. Arun, what do you think, Arun Prakash? Is there any problem in the world or not? And what is the
That
biggest problem?
depends on the situation. It may change.
Okay. Anyone else from GBL's team? Maybe where is Jessel gone? Jessel, are you here?
I'm here. I'm here. I've just
Okay, I just want to hear your opinion. You have a lot of insight. So what do you think, like, what is the biggest problem in life is?
I for me, my biggest problem, like I said, is planning.
Planning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think there are a lot of problems in life, but I personally feel that if you plan
Hmm.
things, like I have seen when I plan and when I don't plan, I clearly see the difference, but I'm not able to do it even
Okay.
say 50-60% of the time, right? Very, very rarely. Probably just say 30-40% of the time I'm able to do planning. Rest, I'm able to do some bit of planning, but some bit's not. So it's a bit
Yeah,
helter-skelter.
for you, the
That is
planning,
Uh,
also
not planning is okay.
that is also misalignment versus what you want to achieve, or what is your goal versus how
yeah,
you're using your time.
how you're using. Absolutely. It's your goal versus your the progress that you're making,
What you're doing, or
what you're doing. Absolutely. The action that
that's
you're
the,
taking.
yeah. I guess it's that this misalignment between what where you want to be versus where you are, in whatever way.
Yeah.
Correct.
Where is, I have seen Uttara, right?
Yeah, Uttara actually left because she totally lost the internet connection.
Okay.
So that's the reason she dropped
Who
off.
else is there? Shobha, maybe Shobha?
Shobha.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. So are you happy? Everything is fine in life, no issues.
No, I'm not saying that there is no issues. There are a lot of challenges which we have to face, and we have to find the solutions.
Which one is
Yeah,
the biggest
so
one?
sorry.
Which one is the biggest problem?
Yeah, one is like time management, because some things take lot of time. I mean, some of the tasks take a lot of time than we expect will take. We end up okay. I end up spending uh, more time than uh, what it might actually take.
All right.
Probably
All right.
because yeah, as you start doing it, you find many more things which might consume more time.
Okay, fine. Got it. Got it. Cool. So if you look at very closely, very deeply what life is and what is the biggest problem which so far the humans are unable to solve or unable to arrest. The biggest problem is in life is that time is running out. Time moves in linear fashion. If you travel from one point to another point, some time is used. And when you come back, the time is not reversed, it is doubled. It has already passed out. Have you seen someone who is lying on the deathbed? And when he reflects his life and he's just having few last moments, so he always desires, he always wish that he would have done something which he didn't. Suddenly, he becomes so wise and intelligent that he realizes that the important things, these are the important things which he would have done when there was time. We always decide to do something meaningful in life when there is no tomorrow left in our life. Why? Why we do not bring out that gold and penny which is inside us, that capabilities which are hidden, that talents, that skills, that aspirations which are inside us, we do not bring out to differentiate what value it has. Inside you, those talents will go into the grave with zero value. So I invite you to make a decision now to change the life, your life, and life of others when there is still a lot of tomorrows left with you. Take out that gold which is lying on the bed of your inner conscious. I hope you have benefited from some thoughts, some ideas which we have discussed today. And I'll appreciate if you like to share your feedback, your takeaway, what you have learned, what could have been learned more. So if anyone like to share their feedback, I'll appreciate it. Yes, guys.
Yeah. So, shall I go?
Yes, Tanuka, please. I'll appreciate.
Yeah. So, Badar, thank you so much for this session. I think it was an eye opener. I really love the energy that you have bring and the realizations that you have made, the questions that you have asked, the thought-provoking questions. So definitely that made us think more about how we are looking at time and how we are utilizing it. However, and also I love the calendar that you have shown, and I believe and I know that when we will start using that, again, it will be very, very helpful and effective for us to, navigate through the whole day and to prioritize the tasks accordingly, right? So that's one thing, and another to set the healthy boundaries, as you have mentioned. So these are the things that I absolutely loved, and these are my takeaways as well. However, I would have loved it, if we could have done it practically over there itself. So that would, we could get the practical knowledge over there, so that we had a proper direction as well, that how to do it the next time or when we are doing it by ourselves. So, but instead of that, I really like the session.
Appreciate, Tanuka. Thank you so much for the feedback. And we will do this thing, these exercises in our separate sessions. Because of time constraints for individuals, for every individual, we cannot do that. So I've given you an overview. I'll share the files with you, and just try yourself and see like if you're facing any challenges, any issues. So we'll do that in our internal sessions as well. So thanks for your feedback.
You're most
Yes.
welcome. Yeah.
Yes. So who would like to share their thoughts?
Hello?
Yes, we can listen.
Yeah, go ahead. No one else.
Okay,
Who's
I
there?
can go. So,
Yes, yes, Jesse.
yeah, no, definitely. Like I said, I think for me, if I had to just sum it up in one word, it was very insightful. Um, what Badar you showed, I try and do that on calendar many times, but I feel like if I do it on Excel, you know, it might just help me uh approach it better. Yeah. So definitely that tool help. For me, the most valuable thing is to attach a value to the task, right? So I think that is very important. Um, in fact, back in my corporate life, we used to have this thing that what is the value of this meeting? But there was a time when, meetings for every small thing, for every one yes and no, there was a meeting. So it became like people were like misusing the tool. And they said, unless that there is a value to it, to the decision that is going to be made in that meeting, you shouldn't be doing that meeting. So I feel that again, so for me, three things: insightful, trying Excel, and attaching a value to your task. So three key takeouts for me from the session.
Thank you so
And
much. Yeah.
doing this, I think the bonus is doing this at 7:30 to 9:30 when you are at your lowest mentally.
Mhm.
I think that's kudos to you, Badar, because I'm like very tired, but it was a very nice session. So yeah,
Thank you so
and very
much.
crisp, very crisp.
Appreciate. Thank you so much, Jessel.
Thanks.
Uh, Arun, would you like to share your thoughts? What do you say?
Thank you very much for this section. And I'm very impressed with that Excel's calendars you prepared. I will do that once I get that sheets. I will prepare myself my designs with my daily routines, and of course I will approach you any doubt or any improvements or something for the time management. Thank you very much for
Thank you,
this
Arun. Thank you.
section.
Sarita is around?
No, Sarada is not
Okay.
to.
Karabi, would you like to say something?
Yes, it was wonderful. We really have that treasure within us, but we are wasting it in that sense that we have to be more productive with the time allocated. Everybody has 24 hours and we have to schedule things beforehand. So, and then execute it also on time.
Thank you,
Thank you
Karabi.
very much.
Thank you.
Who else?
Um, I think Shobha is there. Shobha is there. Shobha, you like to share your takeaway?
Maybe she's gone away from the seat. Okay,
Okay.
I will go then next. Okay. So I personally am a person who actually uses Excel a lot to track uh, things, plan out. But I think for me, first of all, thank you so much for the session, but it was it was another session to sit and reflect, and on what you do. And for me, one of the biggest takeaway was that even though I have been insisting to the team to putting things in the tracker, what are the things you need to do, I had not really associated that with freeing up my brain. Okay. So that clarity was for me one of the biggest takeaway, that when you put down the task into your tracker, you're actually freeing up your brain. So you're offloading your brain and giving it the bandwidth to think about it more strategically. So associating that clarity, that was one of the biggest takeaway for me from today's session. The second thing is that I also do this value, giving a value to the time. But my perspective of giving value to the time was from actually calculating what is my per hour rate, and then checking whether am I really, the return on investment on my time is equal to what is my per hour rate. That's the way I used to look at it. But I think from a prioritization perspective, assigning value to the type of activities, it was a complete different perspective, and that was another takeaway. So you can look at things from that angle also, you can look at things from this angle also. That is one thing. And so for me, if I would look at it, is that first and foremost, if you look at it in a chronological order, it is that first and foremost that you offload by putting things in the tracker. Okay. And also understanding that why you're doing that is that you're offloading your brain and giving it the space to think, look at it objectively. That is one. Then, of course, the prioritizing. So, how different methods of prioritization. We have seen different methods. This was a totally new way of prioritization, is allocating. Though there might be again, it is a little relational, that an email, if you're putting a $10 value, not necessarily one email might be really valuable also. So assigning that value depends, it is also a relative thing, but assigning value definitely helps us to prioritize better. You get it, that sometimes that one mail might be the most deciding mail that you're sending out. So we cannot say that that value of that mail is a $10 or it is $10,000. So, but assigning value to it. Then, so that was like about prioritization. Then, of course, time blocking, that we should do, and that is what we do on the calendar, that you time block. If people are using Outlook, they will see that by default Microsoft gives you that option to decide when you want to time block yourself. So other apps don't give that, so we should manually put it, and that you block it out and make it a discipline, that I will do only this task during this time as much as possible, or at least I allocate so much time in a day for this activity. And once you have done this for the week, I think one of the most important thing which I just realized is then going back and reviewing that what was the output, what was the outcome rather than the output that came out of that activity. So, you will do an activity, you generate an output, but what was the outcome? Did it actually give the real outcome that you expected it to? And based on that, you can do the course correction for the next week when you are prioritizing. So, yeah, that was, for me, it was a very good reflection, and these were my takeaways. Thank you so much for all your efforts, and really appreciate it.
Thank you, Geeta. Thank you, everyone, the ADM team and GBL team. I appreciate your inputs, feedbacks, and I hope we'll implement whatever we have learned, and try to use our inborn talents. The main purpose of our existence is not only just to live, okay, it is to live for others. Okay, so we'll continue sessions like these, short sessions. We'll keep on adding the values, sharing our thoughts, and hope we can contribute to the world as long as we are living here. Thank you so much. Have a good evening, and see you in next upcoming sessions. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye bye.
Thank you
Good
so
evening,
much for
everyone.
Bye.
the
Thank
session.
you. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.